hear me, I don't think I've done a live stream in like 2 or 3 weeks. So this is, it's a little different. I used to do it every week. I'm going to try from here on out doing it every week, but work's been crazy. So yeah, anyway, Black Jedi was the first one here. Hit the like button. Yes, we will hit the like button. I have a feeling this will be a beast of a podcast. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Can I zoom in the chat? I thought I could zoom in before. Well, it ain't letting me, so that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We'll just read it as it is. Super, how's it going? Good morning from North Wales. Rainy. It is going to rain here the next few days after today. Today's going to be fairly nice outside, and then the next couple days are going to be kind of crappy. Let's see. Albert, good morning. Jason, I think it's Jason, just based on the name. How's it going? Mark, good morning. Please bring protectors. Hold on, let me read that again. Please bring protector screen glass for G6 Pro entry, and if you could use glass and plastic that we use on the phone, you just need to pre-cut. Ah, interesting. I don't know if that's an issue or not. I haven't installed the G6 Pro entry yet, so you'd have to let me know if that's, if that's a thing. Or I do have one beside me. I actually have two, so I probably will make either one video or I'll make two. So if I do two videos, the one part will be integrating the G6 Entry Pro with just Unifi Protect, and then the other one will be doing it with just Access and seeing the features that are there and the features that aren't there. But there's been a lot that's happened for the last couple of days. Specifically this week, there was like a ton of stuff that actually came out. I wasn't prepared. I didn't have time to actually do any videos, so it's a little different. We're going to be actually bringing the G6 Pro entry to a client's place that actually will be using the directory and stuff. I was going to do it at my house, but I don't really have a place to, like, I don't have Unifi Access installed at my house. I may do it on this door just to do testing and show you guys stuff. But other than that, yeah. Is there a push to button? Is there a push to exit button from Unifi? There is. And it actually feels really nice. Where the heck is it? It's this guy right here. It's called the access button. You could use any button though. You don't need to go with Ubiquiti as long as it's a 12-volt accessory. But when you do click this one, it I don't know, it just feels really nice. I love it. Good afternoon. How's it going? Unfortunately, some of the names I'm not going to be able to say because YouTube kind of switched how the naming's going, and I barely could say names anyway. They've been exposed well. Let's see. Wow. Who remembers to go live? I am live. I am starting to feel like I'm getting a cold, so that's not good. I'm trying to get my UDR 5G Max video done. I'm pretty much done it. I just need to do a couple other things. I am behind. I mean, there's other creators. If you look at Inside Wire, you look at Jesse from Tab Geeks. They've already pushed their videos, so I'm trying to get caught up now. The Beast, I don't know if I could talk about that. I guess I could bring up some Reddit posts. Or I could just like, Jesse made a video on it. So did, Bogdan. He made a video about it. I didn't go to that show. I do offer support if you've reached out on my website, and I usually don't message back on weekends, but yeah, let me bring that up first. Let's talk about that. Let me plug myself a little bit here. So you could go onto my website. There's a couple different things here. Like if you're just looking for an hour support, you could just go to the Hire Us, and then it will show my rates, $200 an hour. We do offer managed Unifi plans, monthly plans, but we also do hourly consultations as well. So this is more for if you don't want to manage your stuff, if you have multi-site and whatnot. And then this is just if you want to pay, per hour and then get me to support. So I'll throw that down in the chat. The last few places I've done an NVR swap for cheap camera systems, I threw in a free G6 turret. Within a week, they have all said to replace the rest. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, they really work well. They are really good cameras. Oh no, my Elgato thing's not working proper. So usually I use a Go XLR, and the support, they kind of got rid of the support for it. But some of the functions aren't working right now, like if I have to mute myself. Ubiquiti support, unless you pay for it, it's going to be, and I don't even know if the paid for support's good or not. I have no idea. I've never used it. AirWire, good morning. How's it going? Hyper, good morning. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. The Unifi routers, well, I haven't even looked into it that much. I did see the FTC ban on home. I think it was on home routers or something like that, that if they're made out of country, there's going to be banned on any new product. Ubiquiti really isn't home router, though. If you think about it, they're more commercial. So I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it. There are a couple people who have already done videos on it. I haven't even fully watched those yet. So I'm not up to date. We have been super busy with access jobs and other jobs. We just cut over a 20-door job for Unifi retro hubs. Let me see if I have a picture of it. Twitter. Profile. I'm pretty sure did I post it here? Yeah, this is just one picture. Just want to make sure that nothing. Oh gosh. So I mean, these cables aren't cleaned up, and this is only actually one door connected to it. You know what? I'm gonna just do a screenshot instead. Let me do a screenshot. Okay. So this is the retrofit hub. The hubs right here, and we're using the Unifi access enclosure or the box. I think it's the Pro box. I forget the model number. But you can see all the connections that are in right now. This on the left-hand side is just one door. The retro hub, they actually do 2 doors each, so we're going to be having a total of 4 doors. You'd see this cable right here. It's connecting to the power out. That's for their T-Rex or the request to exit. I will be cleaning up the cabling because there is a ton of cabling within it. I may do some filming for it. But I do have some other videos coming out about the retro stuff, as well as on-site jobs for Unifi Access. It's going really well. We're using the new Unifi Access retro readers. We're not using third-party readers, though. Do all the Unifi conferences require you to sign an NDA? So they don't really require us to sign an NDA, but we already have signed an NDA. So that's why we don't really talk about it too much. Can I zoom in? Oh, here we go. There we go. Bigger for my eyes. And I don't think people who sign up for the conferences, I don't believe they sign NDAs. I don't know if by joining the conference you sign an NDA or not. But what you would have seen this week on show floors, that's a public space. So anybody could film that stuff. Question as well, what do you do for fire access on a main entry door that is electronic entry? So we don't buy code here unless if it's a maglock, then we have to tie into the fire system. If it's not a maglock, we don't need to because you could always egress out of the building. Does anybody know if the USW Ultra will be able to take PoE++ to increase the budget from the, let's see it on the site. What was it? The USW Ultra? W Ultra. Well, what does it say here? No, it probably won't because it only does PoE++. So if you do, let's see, 60 watt PoE, it only gives you, yeah, it doesn't look like it. So PoE++ will only give you 42 watts. I doubt you're going to be able to plug in with a PoE++ to give it more wattage. Have you ever ran into a Dawa door access I want to replace with Unifi, but unsure if the retro will work with it? All my experience in door access and configuration side. I'm not actually sure about that. We only really deal with Unifi access now. But realistically, it's just the cabling, right? Like looking at this picture. Oh, I got rid of it. Darn it. Like most reader cable is generic in it, and it's like what's shown in this picture. So can I mark this up? So these right here, these cables that are connected in this slot, that's for our reader cable. That's what it is. This next one is a 2-wire. So that's our strike wire. This one down here, this is our door position switch. And then we have this guy. So this is our request to exit, but then there's that cable going over there to do power for the T-Rex. Most cabling is fairly similar, especially on how they do it like this, like on different access systems, where they'll either run think they call it a banana cable, which has all of these cables: reader, strike, door position, and it also has your request to exit. So I don't think you would have issues with that. And this has all the input outputs for it anyway. Any news on the retro keypad? The retro keypad was shown at, I forget, it showed up on Reddit, so I did post a picture or something on it. There's been no news about it. Like, I don't know when anything's coming out. For fire stuff around here, we usually put a fob and also a physical key in the key box outside knockbox that the server, yeah. I mean, so at our sites, that's actually a good idea. I could put a fob in there. They already have keys in the same type thing. Some people don't like Dawa because of the Chinese government uses it as facial recognition and human rights. Yes, so, I mean, it's banned, I think, in the United States anyway. So you'd kind of have to look into that. Oh, man, my nose. I hope I don't get a cold because I got to catch up on frickin' videos. All right, so what's new is the 5G Max. We're going to be doing a video on it. If you guys want, let me see. How do I do this? Let me see here. How do I do? Where is this? I do have affiliate links for it. It works with affiliate links. If you guys are planning on buying it, it is still in stock. Wow. Oh, yeah, I'm in the US store. If you guys are planning on buying it, it'd be great if you use my affiliate link. I'm using it right now. It's actually right behind me. You can't see it because my head's blocking it, but it's working really well. I think this is a true upgrade to the UDR7, especially with that 5G backup. Now, it is quite a bit more. You're looking at $220 more, but it does give you a lot more. And I'll go over all the specs and stuff like that in the comparison between the two. It's a really nice device. If you look at the Amplify Alien, like the old days, I don't know if it's even showing up there, is it? Is it in UI? Oh, it was in Amplify. There we go. Oh, they don't even show it anymore. Oh, there it is. There it is. So it pretty much took this design and it added another port and it added in 5G as well as Wi-Fi 7. So I did like this device. On the bottom of the 5G, you could actually change the color. I don't know if you could actually do that on the Amplify, but right on the screen, you could change the color, which is nice. Can the dual SIM be used as load balancing? Well, I don't know that, but let me look. Let me pull it up. I'm not going to show it on screen here, but I would assume that you could load balance them. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't have any SIMs in there right now. And for whatever reason, I cannot find an eSIM carrier in Canada that does data only. So I'm not going to be able to test that, but I believe Monty from Inside Wire, he did test that. So if you want to check that out, let me see. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do load balancing. Let's see, internet. Yeah, I only have one set up. Yeah, you could do load balancing because WAN 3 shows up, and WAN 3 right now, that is your SIM slot 1. So you should be able to do that. I'm only going to be able to show one SIM connection because that's all I have. Jordan, how's it going? Good to see you. What else came out new? Let's see. I'm going to leave that page. We don't want to save it. What else came out now? What was in my... Oh, it was in my thumbnail, wasn't it? Oh, G6 entry. So, it's a cool device. I think it's more so... or the G6, the Pro. I think it's more so should be used with Unifi access, but I know a lot of people are going to be using it at their homes for a doorbell, and you're not going to get the functionality or some of the things that people are wanting. What I'm seeing online right now is a lot of people wanting to have GIFs for the actual front screen, and you can't do that. This front screen really is to be used for this pin pad, scan the QR code, or to have a directory built into it, so that if you have a multi-tenant unit, or if you're doing it in a business or whatever, you could click on that directory. It will call that person on either an intercom viewer, it will dial their phone number, whatever. And it's also, like you could see here, it's optimized for your Face ID. That's one of the big selling features of this. It could do that huge field of view, so that if you're 6'3" or whatever, it's still going to capture your face. So I will be doing a video on this. It's just going to take a little bit longer because I'm doing it at businesses. I will be hooking one up to my front door just to use as Protect. There won't be any features that I'll be using out of Access. If you want to hook this up to Access, you need an Access hub. So that's another big thing that you need to be aware of. Most Access things, you need an Access hub anyway. Let's see, what else? I don't even know what I put in here. The AirWire. The AirWire is cool. I don't know if we talked about that. We'll talk about the multi-sensor as well. Did I do a stream with the AirWire? I don't think I did. Anyway, this is cool. I have 2 units of it. They work really well. A lot of people asked if they could hook in a like an Ethernet dongle. Well, you can't, and it doesn't work. And I don't know why you really would. This is really just to give you the benefits of STR-MLO to your device. So either it's going to be your computer, your desktop computer, maybe your laptop. I just bought a MacBook Neo, and that's what I was using it on, but I was using it on my MacBook Pro or my Mac Mini as well. And it was giving me the fastest that my internet speeds could go, about 3 gig by 3 gig, and it worked really well. Thank you for the 13 months. I really appreciate it. That's great. That's a year and a month. That is insane. The OG UDR was a better value than the UDR7 if you have up to 1 gigabit connections 4x4 on both bands. Yeah, that's true. There is only one PoE plus out on the new UDR. Why didn't you go with the 5G Max instead of Starlink for your backup? I just got Starlink because I just wanted to test it out. Because originally what I thought was going to happen with the the Cloud Gateway Industrial, I thought you could plug your Starlink directly into it without a separate power supply. That's the reason why I got Starlink. I may not keep Starlink. I don't know. I may keep Starlink and disconnect one of my ISPs because I have fiber, I have copper, and then I have Starlink right now. The 5G I've just been testing with my SIM that's in my phone. That's it. Do you know how many do you do many retrofit where they don't have Cat 5 to each location and only 2-wire? PoE 2-wire to each location is expensive. We haven't, this is our first job doing the retrofit job for Access, if that's what you're talking about. This is the first one, and it doesn't require Cat cable. It requires reader cable 18.2. If you're talking about for like a doorbell, like the doorbell that we were just looking at. Where'd it go? Yeah, the issue with these ones, they're Wi-Fi only. Or sorry, they're not Wi-Fi. They're Ethernet only. So you'd have to get that 2-wire extender thing. Let's just look at it. It's toasting. Where the heck would it be under? Maybe cameras? I have like 8 of them because from the intercom viewers. They come with the kit. PoE and power. Yeah, so it would be this guy. So if you only have 2-wire or 18.2 or whatever for traditional doorbells, you could always get one. This is coax one. Crap, this is the wrong one. It's coax. Anyway, they have one similar to this one. I'm not going to search for it right now, but this one's for the coax. You could get them where it's not coax or the BNC connectors, unless they just swap out interchangeably, which they might, because it looks like they do here. You could always buy a back box, put this in a back box, then you could put your doorbell on top. It's going to be like that thick though, right? Coming off of your wall. So hopefully, I don't know, one day we see a different type of doorbell that may be Wi-Fi enabled. Let's see. And thank you again for the 13 months. Thank you so much for the $4.99. I really do appreciate it. That's huge money in Canada. We're looking at $6.94. I appreciate it. I just installed the G6 PTZ and I love it. I do love it as well. So I took out my G6 PTZ and I put up the G6 180. I'm going to move the 180 around and I'm going to put my G6 PTZ back up because I love it. I mentioned it last week. I wasn't live last week, so it must have been the week before then. Got my AirWire. Was curious if I could put a USB-C to Ethernet dongle and connect to a switch. You may be able to. I couldn't get it working. It could have just been user error. I'll give it a try again. Kind of like a bridge switch on steroids. Well, you could use the UDB switch, though. Oh, my camera's gone. There we go. Still haven't fixed that issue. Is it the UDB switch? Is that what it's called? I forget. I don't think they've released the firmware for it, though. So the UDB switch is supposed to do that exact thing that you want, where it could upload with strmlo, but I don't think the firmware is out for it yet. Will you be getting the new camera to test? The new camera, you mean this one? That one? The multi-sense camera? Yes. And I'm going to be putting it in a client's because to put it in my house does not make sense. So I'll be doing a full video. I'm not sure where we're going to be putting this yet. I think we're going to be putting it inside on a lobby so that it could do 4 different directions, or we may put it in the parking lot. AirWire should not work with Ethernet because not all equipment that needs internet has USB-C. Now it's limited to PCs instead of anything that needs a wire. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll use it maybe. I don't really know if I'll end up using the AirWire too much. It's going to be, it's for very specific use cases. $199 for the AR multi-sensor arm mount seems a bit much to me. I have both the camera junction bots and the dual camera. Yeah, it's a little different. I have the mount for it. I'm not sure if we'll be using the mount. I would be swapping out a 2-wire system. 16 units. Interesting. Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for coming by on your birthday to watch this live stream. Good morning. How's it going? The 2-wire comes with coax and 2-wire. Okay, so that's good to know. The only 2-wire that I've ever had was from Door Access. And it was from these guys. So these ones don't, the gate starter kits, they don't come with the coax ones. Obviously, you don't really need that. Does it show in the box anymore? Oh, they don't show in the box. Oh, we'll talk about that too after. Oh, this strike looks different. This looks different. I haven't seen this strike yet. Interesting. I didn't even know they've been coming out with stuff that, like, it's more so on the accessory side that I don't know about. Well, those are kind of cool. Those are kind of neat. Huh. Anyway, let's go back to the here. Ethernet capability would just be make it slightly. Yeah, that's true. Yep. UDB switch works great. Great. It replaced my trialing. Yes. So where we used it was at. We did a job in Montreal and we put it in the garage for somebody and ran a bunch of cables for it, and we didn't need to run an uplink cable to that UDB switch, so it was awesome. The in the Catio would be kind of funny to do that. We need to rebuild the Catio because the Catio is like kind of lopsided now. So this summer or coming up soon, we're gonna end up replacing the Catio, making it bigger. I may put Unifi access in it just for, I don't know what I really want to do. We have a window, a small window that attaches to the Catio that you have to slide open. I'd like to find somehow that we could put Unifi access camera or something at the window and make it so when it notices my cat's face that it wants to go out, that it's on a mechanical arm and it opens the window. And then same on the other side, when they want to come back in, then it scans it, but we'll see. Frederick, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Was the G6, yeah, hopefully that was a birthday gift to himself. I'm kind of upset you could only modify the live view auto arrange thing on all the cameras view because you can't push. I have to test it. I haven't even plugged it in. I did see it at Ubiquity World Conference, but that's it. Has anybody even done a video on the multi-sensor yet? I don't think they have. I'm installing the gate hub tomorrow to a single lane and a barrier. I see there is an option for an entry and exit in the menu for LPR. Will this avoid the barrier triggering? There's a couple different ways you could set it up. You could probably only, like the LPR, set it up to trigger one gate or whatever, not the side door. We're actually installing 4 intercoms and 4 hubs next week. So I may record it. We'll see. I got an NVR unit, or NVR unit for 5 cameras, was running the UDM SE, but I found that running Protect on the UDM was slowing down the Unifi UI, sometimes unresponsive. Interesting. I guess it all depends on how high your CPU and stuff was spiking on that. Joe, good morning. How's it going? Yeah, so this looks like a new lock. This is kind of cool. This is kind of neat. They have a video of it? Like, what is this? Is that the back side of it, or does it retract? How much is this? $89. Is it available in Canada? Is it available? No, it is not. Crap. Well, okay, so they have these bolts, and people brought up a good question, or a good thing. This is a fail secure bolt. So what happens if your power goes out, you're stuck inside, or there's a fire and the power goes out with it? Well, this bolt is going to stay secure. You're not going to be able to get out of the door. So where would you use this? Well, if you're rich, you have a nice house, and this is going into your sliding door closet to, you know, show off your shoes. There was actually a basketball player who was using it with the intercom. I don't think I could find the video right now. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. A place where you're not actually going to go inside. It's maybe like a closet door that you open up, you reach inside, you grab your clothes and all that type of stuff. They do have a fail-safe one that's coming soon. So if your power goes out, this will detract and you'll be able to get it out of your house. I did buy one of these. I bought the fail-secure one and it works. It works. I mean, I just tested it over my table, but it works well. Get them a button that they could step on the outside. Get them a button that they could step on to open up the cat door. Just need safety. Yeah. I need to. So I have a USW Flex out there, and I think, well, the cable's definitely broken because all of our Catio cables or cameras went down. I think we have like 4 over the winter. And I buried a direct burial cable from the side of my house under gravel all the way to the Catio. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Sistek, how's it going? Yes, I am earlier. I guess 2 hours before usual time. So this is only an hour before usual time because of daylight saving time. Usually I do it at 11, but we're going out to do some things today. Good morning from the Bahamas. I've been to the Bahamas twice now. We were just there, I think, last year at SLS Bahamar or something like that. Let's see what else is new. Or ask questions. I'm just trying to see. I guess I could go to the website. Glass break sensor came out, sold out. So you can't get those. I don't have a glass break sensor. I do have the motion sensor, which I haven't done a video on yet. NVR core. That's maybe we did talk about this. I can't remember. It's a $5,000 unit. But it could hold a crap load of cameras. Does it do door access? It should. Yeah, so it does. I wonder how many doors this could. Oh, it shows you right here. So it could do 300 plus access doors. So if you're doing a huge access system, you're going to want one of these. It is going to be a nice day. We may go to a maple syrup festival or something like that. Then all this week is going to be very busy. Tomorrow we got a camera install for a house. Tuesday we have some access stuff we got to do. Wednesday, what am I doing Wednesday? Wednesday we have an access job. Thursday I'm hoping I could take off, but it's probably not going to happen. And then Friday is Good Friday. Because I need. There's a bunch of videos that I have in the works. So the 5G, this is going to be my next video out probably, if I get that finished today. So that will be my next video out. Then after that, I want to do a video on Unifi endpoint. Because I think a lot of people are confused to what it can and can't do. We're doing the 2026 network full build video. A lot of people have been waiting for that. And then what else? I'm going to end up doing a Unifi Talk 2026 video. They did just come out with an EA version though, so I'm probably going to wait till that pushes to general release because I don't want to have to update it. Oh yeah, let's talk about hard drive prices. Yeah, that is what's killing things right now. Yeah. In Elmville. I haven't been to Elmville for a few years. Used to go to the Elmville Zoo every year. You wouldn't want to use it multi-site because like pushing camera traffic over to an ENVR through your internet connection is going to just bog down your connection. For your information, the 2-wire PoE adapter does not provide enough power so that a door mini hub and larger won't be able to trigger the lock. I will reboot every time. So So how are you powering up the Door Mini though? Are you powering it up direct at the switch, or are you putting it at the source? Like what we're planning on doing, and I really hope. Let me think about it. Oh no, we're not doing that for our intercom hubs, or sorry, the hub intercoms that we're putting in. We have a direct Cat6 going out to the gate arms as well as an 18.2, so we're all right. I will be doing a video on the multi-sensor as well. I just need to find time because the same place that we're going to install the intercoms, that's where this AI multi-sensor is going to go. So I just need to find time because I need to record stuff here and, show you the hardware and, blah, blah, blah. And then I need to go physically install it. And then, yeah, maybe we'll do it. Maybe I'll install it the same day that we do the arms and stuff like that. I haven't even watched the video on the Edge cameras. That's how busy I've been. So I'm gonna have to watch that a little later on and see. The Edge cameras, just based off their name, I think they're gonna be pretty cool. Wonder what the partner pricing on the NVR will be. I want to say it EFG, and I was $1,400. Yeah, I don't even think I've ever bought anything through partner stuff. I guess I would have to go through a distributor. And I think the only one here in Canada is TDL Canada. So one of those in multiple sites. I probably wouldn't do that. I would just do like smaller MBRs at each site. Do you get any insight on the UDM beast? The insight that I have and that I could talk about is that they showed it at the ISC West or whatever that was. Go watch. Here, I'll link their videos. They probably talked about it more. I haven't watched either Jesse's or Bogdan's videos. Here's Jesse's. Where was it? Jesse released a lot of videos this week. So this is Jesse's video on the ISC. That's for the Ubiquiti thing. And then we'll post Bogdan's, which is this one. There we go. Other than that, I don't really know, and even if I did, I couldn't talk about it. So that's where we'll leave it. It's kind of a funny name. That's what I'll say. Let's see. Yeah, the 2026 videos, they're just, yeah, they're long videos to do. I'm not great at doing long videos, so I'm gonna get it planned out. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it proper. Oh, never. Oh, yeah, you already saw that. Okay. I suppose I would depend on the broadband connection. Yeah, if you had like a 10 gig pipe maybe between, then it might be all right. We go through D&H and they have a Canadian headquarters, so they probably have them. But they'd have to be like a partner with Ubiquiti to get partner pricing, right? Jacob, good morning. How's it going? I did text you back this morning. I was passed out sleeping when you texted me last night. So is the EMVR going to be used as the new enterprise NAS? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. You're just going to have to wait and see. By setting up a custom SLA like the connection exhibiting high packet loss for WAN 1, is it possible to switch to WAN 2 if the SLA? That's a good question, and I haven't tested it, but possibly. I will get that tested for the 2026 video. You watched both videos and they just showed the front of the beast. Okay. Like Reddit. Let's see if I could find anything on Reddit here. I believe we could show Reddit stuff. I don't know 100%, but this was public, so I don't see why not. No, this doesn't really show much. This one doesn't really show much, but this is the pictures. This is the wording of the, of the beast, and then this is their show floor. The one thing about Ubiquiti, when they go to these trade shows, they do a really good job with their show floor. I'm impressed. I can't wait for UWC this year. Let me see. I'm just trying to see if anybody else posted anything. I guess it would be this past week. Pro AV switches. Well, let's look through these pictures, I guess. So it's showing the Pro AV switches, which were announced a very long time ago. I don't even remember the last time, but this is their typical rack setup. We're doing a plastic surgery place right now, and we're going to be using this. We're actually starting to cable that, I think, on Tuesday. So I'll be filming everything for that. So it's going to be really cool. Oh, that's it. So there really wasn't that many pictures. Has 25 gig as well. Well, I need a faster internet connection then. The AP arm. AP arm? Like this guy? Probably not. It doesn't show that E7 will work with that. That's the Lite. This is the Pro. No, it doesn't look like it. You might have to get something 3D printed. I love D&H, and yes, you need to be a partner. Easy process, but I only use them for the higher end Ubiquity stuff. Everything else I buy direct. Yeah, I buy direct pretty much for everything, or I just get the customer to buy. Can I connect an OnVIF camera and doorbell light to an AI port at the same time? You should be able to. We don't actually ever use the AI ports. Because everybody just switches over to Unifi. So AI port, I forget what they say the limit is to them. We can look at technical. Where the heck is it? It doesn't say in here. How many camera? Oh, here we go. Okay, so on-VIF cameras, you can have 1 4K, 2 2K, or HD, and the Protect is a little bit higher. So each AI port currently supports up to 5 cameras. So there's your answer. How is Mocha? Well, there's Mocha right here. I'll try to make my screen bigger. No. Okay. Oops. I want to see you. Tired? She's doing well. She needs to get on the treadmill just like me, but hey, what do you can't judge. Nilly is somewhere. She's tiny. She's a very small cat. I'm just not sure if there's enough wall space. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wouldn't, like, I used to have my E7 plugged up here, but it's currently actually sitting in my network rack, just on, just standing there. I've seen some pictures on Reddit about a 5G backup, a very slim stick. Interesting. I'm not sure on if they're coming soon or what they are. The new fabrics ruin the Vantage Point experience. Well, they call it something different now, right? So if you go to UI.com, it's just under physical security. Did it still break it for you? Like here, I'll show you a screenshot. Right, that's what it's under. Oh. Why is it showing me these sites though? Oh yeah, I guess it would. So it shows me all their site. Ooh. Yeah, that's different. You must be able to. Oh, you could create custom video walls though. Right? So you could go down here, you could create new video walls like that, right? Right now I'm looking at like all my customers' stuff, which I don't like. Some people just add me to their system without me knowing, or they won't ever take me off. I wish they would just take me off if we're done doing work together. Waiting for the AI port to show up in India as I would give me facial recognition. That is true, yes. Treadmill to power the security cameras. That would be awesome. We do have like a massive cat wheel for them. Nilly goes on, I think she was on around 4 or 5 this morning, but she just walks really slow. So all you hear is thump, thump, thump. She's not actually running on it. Third-party cameras cannot be mixed. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's see. How much power? The airport automatically detects. Okay. Oh, whatever. That is interesting. We don't use any third-party cameras like ever, so I haven't run into those issues yet. But I guess if you are running third-party cameras, maybe for like temperature cameras or something like that, then you'd run into issues. What else is there? Unifi. Oh no, I think that's an early access. I can't talk about that. Either way, Unifi Talk is coming a long way. They're going to be doing some other things that people have been waiting for. So I'm hoping that comes out soon so that I could talk about it and we could do some videos on it. I guess one of the biggest videos people are waiting for is that 2026 video. So I will try to get that done, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. I'm really going to be pushing to get minimum 1 video out a week, if not 2, and a live stream. We'll see how busy I get because we've just quoted a bunch of other jobs. Have you seen the new alarm hub? I did see the alarm hub kit. Yeah, I saw that at UWC. What is that, under cameras, maybe? There's the relay down there. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it looks interesting. 32 zone. 32. Ooh, what, can I not go up? Oh, crap. Oh, I wish I could spin it around. I mean, it looks pretty much like Unifi, the Unifi access inputs, right? But it's a 32 zone powered by PoE++, and you have that optional battery in the bottom. It would have been nice if they included a battery, but at least they included a slot for the battery. Now, I really think that we need, for Unifi access specifically, I think we need to have a Gen 2 of the Enterprise Hub. The Gen 2, the Enterprise Hub has been out a while. There's a couple things missing from it, specifically this cable for battery backup. Say your power goes out, your main power goes out, it goes into the battery, and then the main power comes on. Well, typically what would happen is that main power would power your battery backup, or your battery packs. It doesn't do it in the Enterprise Hub. So that's one thing that they could change. Another thing, they could make the encasement a little bit bigger to add a slot, just like the Alarm Hub, for that extra battery. I think that would make a Gen 2, one of them, amazing. Because it's pretty good right now. I mean, I have no issues besides that. So we'll see. We'll see what they come up with. I can't even recommend Unifi Talk right now. I wish I could I could, because it's so much simpler. It really depends what you're trying to do with it. Like this plastic surgery place we're going to be doing, they want to have Unifi Talk so that they could see their cameras and they could unlock their doors with the phones just by seeing it. So they really just need basic stuff. But if you need a service like an SMS service where your appointment's coming up, Unifi Talk doesn't do that well because you have to be inside of Unifi Talk to send and receive SMSs. You can't do it from the application. I guess if you're a receptionist, you're probably going to be within the Unifi Talk application anyway. But I don't think you could create roles to say that the receptionist could do SMS, but they can't change configuration. Maybe that's something new that's coming into the fabrics. It depends on how many handsets that you're going with, really, right? Like we've done deployments that had 85 phones. They were, however, going on to CloudKey Gen 2 Plus. I'm using Talk on my UDM Pro. It works fine for me, but there are times when I think move things off the UDM. The only thing that only phone that I use is right there for the UDM, and I have a UDM Pro Max, and I use the soft phone. That's the one I use most, is the soft phone. You guys want to hit that like button? We got 87 people and 19 likes. I have customers complain about call quality from unreliable Reddit sources. People say the higher gateways have less issues. Interesting. Well, you'd always try a packet capture. You could throw it into some AI assistant and it will let you know what's happening. You could prioritize the talk traffic to push that out first before anything else. That's what I would do anyway. Let's see, UWC. Let's plug this, I guess. Ubiquity World Conference is going to Europe next month. So I'm not going to be there. I was maybe going to go, but I'm not now. I talked to a couple of people who are going to it, and just some Ubiquity staff. It's going to be like for them, like to hang out and talk and stuff. It's going to be very difficult because they're doing back to back to back, which is kind of insane. I don't even know how they're going to tear down the conference, go to the next place, and set it up within time, but they're going to do it. London, Paris, and Munich. After that, hopefully within the next month or two, we'll end up seeing like North American dates. So then I could plan on going. Yeah, ask your questions. I'm probably going to be on here for another, 10, 15 minutes. Then I got to get out of here. Take some Advil. Hopefully feel better. Go get some fresh air. Walk outside. Who's laughing? Who's laughing here? Somebody's laughing. I see it. Who's hitting the laugh icon? Good call on the packet capture. There, I think it might have been in the new update that you could do it to a text file, but I think that might be EA still. I wish I could. Let me see. Who's laughing? Can I click on it? Oh, and thank you for the $5, by the way. Holy, I didn't even see that. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Let's see. What are we at? We're at $13. We may be able to buy some maple syrup now. Perfect. How isn't this thing out? I thought this was out. What the heck? Didn't I did a video on this, like, oh my gosh, how long ago did I do a video on it? Let me see. That is crazy. Content. How do I search for IoT? What? I did a video on that in December 2025. Holy crap. 2025. Oh my god. Why did they announce this and not release it yet? That's insane. I didn't think it was that long ago. That is insane. Call quality is very good for me. I like the call assistant. Yeah, it's just very easy to use. Like, it's simple. Do you think the AirWire will be able to connect to the UDB Pro? I don't know about that. That would be interesting to try, though. I'm troubleshooting a VoIP OIT VoIP with the UCGB Max. Besides for having a voice VLAN and no inspection for that network, do you recommend anything? You could turn hardware acceleration off and just do, I don't know. I would prioritize SIP traffic for sure. Production could use some work there. AI Theta video cables are also never in stock. I don't know what's going to happen with the AI Theta. I haven't seen, like, we haven't installed one in a very long time. I don't even know the last time we installed one. They were cool cameras, but they're, again, you'd put them in like doctor's offices and stuff like that need the slim profile where you don't really see the camera. It kind of matches with the walls. And you don't need night vision. That's the biggest thing. If you don't need night vision, well, whatever, it's perfect. See, and that's the thing. I saw that post too about somebody with a bunch of UDB IoTs, but where did they get it? It's not out, right? Unless it's out in a certain store. Let me see. And we have a group chat going on, and I mentioned to one of the guys, like, are these out yet? Canada? No. Europe, maybe somewhere? No. I don't know. I don't know how they would have got that unless it, fell off a truck somewhere and they were able to snag them. Cyberdog released the video from the basement. I can't believe that was over a year ago that I did that video. Like, that blows my mind. It only felt like it was a couple months ago. Here, let's go to the video. Oh, I don't want to listen to myself. Yoink. Like, yeah, this was. Oh, it was only 3 months ago. Hold on. Yes, that makes sense. Oh my gosh, my brain isn't working. It was 3 months ago. December 2025 was 3 months ago. Okay, so that's not as long, but still, it's still not out. You could tell. It's a super tiny device. I don't actually even know where I put this. I have no idea where I put that. I'm thinking it's 2024. That would be over a year ago. So 3 months. Okay, not bad. Maybe they'll get it out there soon enough. Coming soon in the UK. Yeah, it's coming soon everywhere, apparently. I'm trying to think. What else? Was there anything cool that has happened in the last 2 weeks that when I haven't really been away? Oh, God. So many people complained, especially on Facebook anyway, about this video that I just released yesterday. Can I show this? I don't see why not. So originally I put the thumbnail out. It said new unified design and store app. I knew the store app wasn't new. I knew it was out for 2 months. I mean, to me, that's still relatively new. The design app, is it a new app? Well, if you go into your iOS or Play Store or whatever, and you tried to look up Unifi Portal, you're not going to see Unifi Portal anymore. So to me, that's new. It's the design app, right? But people are like, oh my gosh, you're doing it for clickbait. I'm like, I'm not doing it for clickbait. I don't really care. Watch it if you want. Don't watch it, right? It was just whatever. I think there was something else that it said on the bottom of my original thumbnail. I think it was like just dropped or something like that. So what I did with this thumbnail, I put it through Canva and then I put it through Grok to say, Grok, make it more eye-catching or whatever. And then it ended up just spitting that out. And I'm like, whatever. I hate doing thumbnails. So I just went with that. Holy crap. I got a lot of people, mad about that. I'm just showing off the apps. That's all I'm doing. No one's showing off the Unifi Portal app. So I thought that was cool to see. And I think it's actually really cool that you could create rack views within the design app. I mean, yeah, it is Unifi Portal with design attached to it. So whatever. I mean, some people might not even know that these apps exist. The UI vape. Yes, that's what it kind of looks like. I'm adding 3 cameras to a shed that's about 250 feet away from my U7 Pro outdoor. I'm on the fence about using a UDB and a switch. I would yeah, that's hard to say. 250 feet. I don't know how far that could actually go away. I don't know how far that could go. UDB switch. I would probably... it probably doesn't say in the technical, would it? No, probably not. You might be able to get it if it's line of sight. And what I would do just for fun... Oh, do these come in kits of 2? They probably don't, do they? Or I would probably just do Device Bridge Pros. That's what I would do. But, I mean, again, you're going to be spending $400 on 2 Device Bridge Pros, where you could probably just buy the switch and connect it, and it's $299. You could always try it out, and then you just have an extra switch sitting around. Lars did the UDB switch. It went further than expected. Interesting. I haven't watched that video. I haven't watched a lot of YouTube in a little bit. They did show a separate air quality sensor and a smoke CO detector. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that'll be cool. I haven't seen the... I don't think I've seen any of those, to be honest. Well, it all depends if it's actually going to reach that far, right? If it has 5,000... Oh, it's Outdoor Pro. That's what he's talking about. Oh, I thought he... Hold on. I didn't read that right. Does it have a range of 5,000? Yeah, you may be able to... Yeah, you should be able to capture that then. But how good is your signal going to be? You'll find out. And then report back when you do it. I'm waiting for the alarm system to get fleshed out more. We really want to move away from the Ring. Yeah. Who were they doing the monitoring with again? They showed it in that video. We need a keypad, which they did show in the video. Oh, it was like Noonlight or something like that. I hope Noonlight, which it seems that they do Canada as well. Hopefully it integrates well. I have a problem with my Wi-Fi module on my motherboard disconnecting. Windows problems. Would the Unifi AirWire fix my problem? Basically acting like a USB-C Wi-Fi adapter. Yep. And here's the if your computer could power at least 15 watts on your USB-C port. So you need to make sure that it's capable of doing that, or you're going to have to use the auxiliary power with it. Right? So that's some USB-C doesn't provide power like that, where it will push out at least 15 watts. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to power this up with one single cable. If not, you have to use an auxiliary of 20 watts. Yeah, I don't know why the key fob is being delayed or hasn't come out yet. I hope it comes out soon, because there could be some really cool use cases for that. Opening garage doors. I mean, from what it looked like from a video way back when, you'd program each button to whatever you want it to do. Am I dumb? I thought it could connect the UDB Pro to the UDB Outdoor. UDB Pro, Unified Device Bridge Pro, Unified Device Bridge Pro, UDB Pro. To the does it do? I mean, it might do meshing. I mean, let's see. I don't know if it does meshing. I think what you'd want to do with this is more of your traditional point-to-point links, right? So cannot be set up in standalone or whatever. For longest range uplink to a UDB Pro or a sector, maybe you can. Okay, you can. Uplink with Unifi wireless meshing. So you can uplink with it. Yeah, there you go. I haven't tested it out, but for me, like if I wanted high bandwidth throughput, I'd just grab 2 of these. But you could always test it out. I mean, it should work. Can I open Discord? Jason's Lab, good morning. I am going to be ending here in a few minutes. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't get any sicker than I feel, like cold-wise. I hate colds, and we have way too much stuff to do this week. It's supposed to be a pretty crappy week out. Like tomorrow and Tuesday is going to be a lot of rain. Wednesday is going to be a bit of snow and rain. Same with Thursday. But, oh, they also have, I haven't tried their panic bars. Probably won't. We'll see. Who just came out with a video that I actually want to watch? I think it was Yes Techie. They do a lot of on-site stuff. I think all their stuff is, where's Yes Techie? Oh, I'll just search it up. Yes Techie. I met them in Miami at the UWC. Really nice guys. Where? Oh, they must have been at ISC West as well. Oh, they were. I didn't know that. But this video I want to watch. I'll share it with you guys. So this is a deploying Unifi across an 8-school building. So that's going to be cool. I do love watching people do on-site videos. It's probably my favorite type of video to watch. I'm going to test everything and let you know. I wish I had property, like where I had a little farm or a shed or something that I could do all this testing with, because I don't have any of that stuff. Our backyard is so small. To do like point-to-point testing, it just wouldn't even make sense. But I am going to get out of here. We might go to the Maple Syrup Festival. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Maybe get sushi, maybe do something. I don't know. Figure something out. But I will be live next weekend. We are going to stick to a schedule. We're going to do Sundays unless something comes up, and then I'll do it Saturday. But right now we're going to try really hard to stick to Sundays at 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At least 1 or 2 videos a week. And that's it. Everybody, have a great rest of your day. Hope you have a great Sunday and a good week. Talk to you later. See ya.